All right, this is Mark with Garda Trail Adventure. So today has been an adventure. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better day. You know, we shout people out or whatever, but hey, this is a shout out to our Creator. I mean, He has really just blessed me today, not just with the physical things, but just spiritually and just how He's allowed the events to happen that's transpired already today. So we're really halfway through this video. This is going to be the introduction. We're going to end up at the Winter Garden Farmers Market. So on the map, I have a map that I already put up. All right, well, it's Friday night, and I didn't even know I could add all these destinations. So basically, we're going to go from Calvary Chapel to Holt Nursery to Live Trends Magnolia Park to Zellwood, over to Ashtabula, Ferndale, Montverne, Oakland, and then we're going to stop at Winter Garden Farmers Market. Well, this is where the day started at Calvary Chapel Orlando at the men's breakfast. So I am trying to recruit or whatever, ask, get a group. But it's hard because, first of all, there's not that many people that have street legal side-by-sides. Second of all, I didn't come out to this men's breakfast for well over 10 years, 12 years. So it's a good event, you know, good food or whatever. But, you know, Saturday people are busy or work, or you've been working all week and you don't want to get up early to come out here. So those two factors, plus it's obviously a Christian event. So, you know, that's going to close off a lot of people, but otherwise it really doesn't matter. I'm going to have a great day. So I'm going to take off from here and go where the map shows. Maybe I'll get a little distracted and we'll see we'll see where I'm at when I edit this in. It's a beautiful day, so it's cooled down, so I'm going to get going here. All right, well, I'm out here ambushing people to get subscribers. So I just got a subscriber, so I just filled up over here at the gas station. So Leo is over here from 9 or 10 to 5. The time's changing because it's getting dark sooner. So we are right off of Lee Road, and whatever road this is, I should know it by now, but it's on the map. So Calvary Chapel's just right over there. So yep, come over here and get your car washed. All right, so we're just starting off. This is Edgewater. I'm not going to record as long. I'm just going to do more sections as we go of some places that I know are pretty cool. So I do want to make this a little bit more, potentially a little bit more nature driven, since we're going around to Lake Apopka. So we are between Lee Road and John Young. Maybe that's the type of bike I should be on instead of this one. Or maybe that bike. All right, we are up in Sport Plus, just crossed over Hiawassee, going under the 414. I was trying to turn in there. I thought there was no one behind me. All right, this is insane. I actually had left Calvary Chapel, came over here, was recording under the 414, came up, and Mr. Holt is out here, the actual owner of the nursery, and he has a YouTube channel. And then there was another group that pulled up that has a YouTube channel, so they have thousands of subscribers. I did steal one subscriber today, we'll watch that. And then now I'm in here doing the tour that I wanted to do, dreaming of, and we're looking at just millions of plants. But really what we're gonna actually try to really focus on is what I would call Tom's permaculture pond area, or just, I'm not sure what he calls it. We'll see what he calls it. So Mr. Holt, Tom, definitely has been doing aquatics for a long time. This was here I probably first came here really in like 2011. So 12, 13 years ago, 14 years ago, possibly. I've been in Orlando area since 2009. So he just keeps ramping up plants. It's just unbelievable. Right, well, this is just blowing my mind. I mean, I came over here just to drive by, and now I've been given the opportunity to meet not with Mr. Holt himself, which I am, but actually another YouTube channel. So they're actually recording out here with Wolfie's World. I don't want to mess him up. They're laughing. But what's interesting to me is they're recording off a GoPro. You bought the cage right off of Amazon?
Amazon, yeah.
Yeah, I just wouldn't put any significant monitor in there. They'll go through that mesh.
Okay. Now I've never
It's
seen.
thinner than 19. It's like 20 gauge.
Yeah.
Oh. And you see, I had no bottom.
He has the same eyes as a black dragon. He literally has a black dragon face.
Wow, look at this guy. Look at his tail.
That is a beautiful animal.
Well, I'm not even sure exactly where I'm at in this property. I think I'm about halfway in, but I want to be able to start recording in here. So I am so excited. I'm so glad that I was able to get over here. Hopefully I'll be able to meet with Tom some more and do some more videos. But really, he has a garden trail. Obviously he doesn't really have any side-by-sides, or maybe he has something slower, I'm not sure. But to be able to start building something out like he is, that's kind of the process that I'm in, actually the last 3 years, with the land that I have. But really to start putting plants in it is the plan. So with anything, it's always hard to keep in perspective just how big or how small something is. As you can see, this is just one pond area and there's several ponds. So like I said, I've never been in here. That was kind of the first thing that I said to Tom, was like there was signs up front that say do not trespass. So I've kind of like come in and turn around just to respect his space. Yeah, so Mr. Holt definitely has a beautiful property that he's working on. I hate to say it, that a lot of these ideas that he's doing are ideas that I'm trying to do, and this is my first time here, so it's not like I'm trying to copy his ideas or whatever. Well, I haven't really gotten a chance so much to ask Tom specific questions. I asked him when he started this, and he said in 2021, but I don't think that is just this area. It's probably other areas within the property. I could be wrong though. So he's using like a 20 mil pond liner. So it is a little bit of a cheaper type of pond liner versus like the Firestone pond liners. The Firestone pond liner, for instance, when I bought it maybe 4 years ago, it was $460, I think, for a 25 by 25 foot area, and now it's like $860. So thank you for our inflation struggle, whoever's to blame for that. I think we're all to blame on some level for that, but this isn't a political channel right now.
That is so cool.
I wonder if this is something he stocked to eat the algae.
They're so neatly shaped that
I filmed them, so we can refilm if Tom knows what they are. And
that is so cool.
I mean, if he doesn't care if we take a couple, we can feed them to the animals.
So Tom's definitely a couple years down the road, or I'm not sure how long he's been building these ponds. Once again, this is the first time I've been here. I've dreamed of coming over here. So what's crazy is that so many of the similarities of what I'm trying to do, he's already doing. So he has a huge retention pond. I don't know if he owns that or if the state owns that, because right there's the 414. So the 414 goes up and then connects into the 429. So my area is flooded, but when they built this, obviously they didn't build it to flood into his area. But he definitely is higher up, and then I'll be higher up from where I'm trying to do my bigger ponds. So I think you get the idea what I'm saying here. Well, it's so random that I just came here and Jerry's here with Wolfe's World. So they've been, how long have you been doing the YouTube videos now?
About 2 years now.
About 2 years, yes. So what is the focus exactly of the channel? I kind of know, but
responsibly keeping reptiles outdoors in Florida, and really anywhere. I mean, what we're doing can be applied anywhere.
Okay. And then You said you were near Okeechobee, or you're...
I started the channel in Jupiter.
Okay.
Had a whole facility built there, and then the channel has followed me on the journey through a divorce and moving to Okeechobee and redoing everything a second time. So it's been a lot of construction over the past year and a half, and in building the channel. Kagan, my better half, has been there.
So I've been asking questions to Kagan, kind of going along the road here. Just, you know, I have, you know, less than 50 subscribers and probably 10 or 20, like probably 25 videos out. How many subscribers are you up to now?
We're a little over 15,000.
Yes, and that's awesome in like 2 years.
In 2 years. And we really haven't been doing many collaborations.
Okay.
But we have a massive collection of really big monitor lizards. So if that's something you like, they're highly intelligent. They're fun to figure out. I enjoy breeding them. I'm not a massively successful breeder, but I enjoy the challenge and the problem solving of doing it outdoors in a non-controlled environment. So you have all of these puzzles to figure out.
Right.
To give them everything they need.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
I think maybe my last question is, now are you open to the public, or do you plan to be open to the public to have, or how do you struggle with that? Because I have the same kind of struggle.
To want to do that.
Okay.
In fact, I have plans to buy a second property somewhat near to my home.
Okay.
I love construction work and building.
There you go.
I want to build a Hobbit house and set that up for like an Airbnb / property, maybe that people doing tours could use twice a month, like 2 weekends a month.
Okay.
We're building a massive bar area on the property.
Sweet.
To cook dinner for people on Friday nights, and then they can tour places.
Maybe that's the
like Holt Nurseries. they can.
I didn't even think
Saturday
of that. See, that's why
morning, do a tour
asking
at
these
Wolfe's
questions.
World, go to Camp Kennan, go to Chandler's property, like all these other YouTubers that have these amazing properties with exotic animals or nurseries, or I'm also into fishing, off-roading.
There you go, right? Side by sides,
later.
right? Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I'm into the barnuminium idea, and I've gotten some quotes on that. So that kind of fits into what you're saying. But I don't, we have a nice house off of Lake Apopka, so trying to sell our house to move over there, or, maybe it would work just as an Airbnb. So, but
cool.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for just giving me a little bit of information, and hopefully we can meet up again in the future.
Yeah, come visit the property someday.
Absolutely. Thank you.
My pleasure.
All right. So some of the questions I actually have are regarding like enclosures.
Sure.
So obviously there are state laws, and I know even with the green iguana that they had to classify that as something different because
an animal that you cannot own because they classified it as invasive. But in terms of these two guys' enclosures, we have a yellow-eared slider here in this one,
okay,
and a snapping turtle
okay
over here. So a snapping turtle like this, the common snapper, you don't have to have a permit for.
Okay.
You can own one as a pet. If you had an alligator snapper, that is considered an animal that you would have to actually have a permit for to be able to own. Now you'll notice on these two enclosures, this one just has fencing up that is leveled off at the top, and then this one has fencing that is bent inwards. So this yellow-eared slider cannot climb up. He just has this, so it's set up to where he can't dig out. He probably has screen underneath that to where the turtle can't dig, but it can't climb up that screen. Now the snapping turtle enclosure over here, this fencing is bent inwards because he might not look like it, but this guy is actually an incredibly adept climber, and he would be able to climb up this screen and climb his way out if this were not bent like that. So
there's just so many areas, it's just really hard to keep track of how much Tom has done in this property. So when I thought of the property, this is all that I thought of. I only drove in maybe 100 feet in and then turned around. So I didn't realize everything that was in the back was actually tied to what he's doing. So I had no idea that was back there. But the aquatic plants, he does sell numerous aquatic plants, and I do intend to include some of the starter aquatic plants. But it is new to me. Ask me about fruit plants, ask me about blueberries, but don't ask me about other aquatics or tropicals. I'm learning as we go here. My understanding is better than what it was a couple years ago, of course, but I'm definitely learning as I go. So this is going to conclude this part of the video, and we're going to jump back on the side-by-side and start trying to get around to Winter Garden. So we're definitely not going to make it in time for the farmers market, because I've already spent a couple hours here, so we should have been over there already recording, but this is so much better. Well, I'm back home here. It is actually Tuesday, so I recorded that on Saturday. It is so hard just to keep things condensed and simple without going on for like 5 or 6 minutes to try to conclude this video. So let me kind of just turn the camera around here. So really the next couple videos are going to be me, as you can see at the beginning. I'm actually in this area, and then I make my way. I think this is actually Montverde, if I'm not saying it right. But the development up there around the golf course area, I think that's the area. And then Winter Garden is going to be on the other side. So Magnolia Park is just over here. And then our next video is going to leave Holt Nursery. And then there's some events that happen. I get to Live Trends, and they're working on asphalt over there. So I have some videos on asphalt coming up. And then I make my way around and come up Keene Road, and then I get up to Magnolia Park. So then I fly around here on Binion, go up through Binion, then go over to Zellwood, and make my way around the lake. So that is definitely coming up on the next video. So indeed, that was my first time that I met with Tom Holt, and then to have the bonus to have Jerry and Kagan there from Wolfe's World. And it's possible that I might be going back there Sunday as we go down on vacation for over Thanksgiving. So there might be some videos around the Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach, Miami area coming up here next week. So yes, all that was just such a blessing. As I said in the title, that the Lord has done beyond all that I could ask or think. I could have never ever have arranged that and planned that out. So I hope this has been a blessing to you. I hope that you enjoy this video, and there's more to come.